There are many stories that I could relay. I loved working with spirit. I still love working with spirit. I still feel at home. I love it. So during those days in the late 80s and 90s, particularly with the spiritual group that I found, with the majority of them, 8, 9, were channeling, as was I during that period. We had some wonderful experiences together. A couple that I would love to relay. Basically, we were all seated, going into a meditative state, and on more than 2 occasions, we all had a role in a movie. It was like a movie. One was the Spaniards attacking the Aztecs, and myself and a few others in the group were in canoes, and we were trying to get away from the Spaniards, who were wielding great big weapons, and we were paddling in the canoe through caves, underground type caves. But the Spaniards found us and basically wielded their, heavy mallet type objects and smashed our heads to smithereens. It was very, very real. I really felt like I was there and this was happening. So at the end of that particular meditative state, we would then all discuss individually what had happened. And, we discovered that a few of us had been those poor individuals in the canoes, having our skulls smashed in. And others in the group were the Spaniards who were doing the smashing. We laughed, of course. But the point I want to make is that we were all part of the same movie, of the same drama, of the same time in Earth's reality. It was quite an eye-opener. We had many situations like that, and they weren't always pertaining to the Earth. There was one collective we had where we were upon Venus. We were Venetians, and we weren't meant to procreate. A number had been reached, and the powers that be didn't want any more. However, my son, my Venetian son, and his girlfriend, his woman friend, were basically sheltered by me in order that they have a child. So I was ostracized, as were they, and the child had to be put to death once it was born. So the same thing when we all came out of our meditative state. We all spoke about this, and each of us had a different part to play. One of the members of the group was my husband. One, as I said, was my son. Another was his woman friend. And this was like, not quite a serial, but over time the story grew, and we would all enter this world as Venetians, and we looked very equine in nature, very, very elegant, sophisticated, very, dare I say, upper class. It was a wonderful experience. So they're just two of the experiences that we were able to experience as a group. Amazing. There are so many more that I'd love to recount, but hopefully you get the drift. This is what Spirit is able to do.
Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, you may consider subscribing, leaving a like, perhaps sharing the video with friends or family members, and do leave a comment down below.